RealToon, there's some real money in the room.
All right, man. For the people who don't know, let them know who we have in front of the camera.
It's your boy, Big Homie CC, celebrity bodyguard, rapper, entrepreneur. You feel me?
Okay. For those who don't know, you've been going viral.
Yes, sir.
What are you exactly known for, though? What do you do?
I'm known for being a person who the rich and famous call when things get spooky and they need problem solved. I'm known for that.
Why do they call you, out of all people?
Because I'm the best.
You 6'6", 400 pounds, and you the best when it comes to being a bodyguard. Like, what's special about a bodyguard? You know what I mean? Like, I can't just get a random bodyguard off the street.
If you get a random bodyguard off the street and you have actual threats against your life, y'all probably both gonna die. So, like, you know, people hire me when there are actual verified threats against their life and safety. And before I take a job, I go through a process. The first process is a threat assessment, where I assess the risk and we settle on a price, we sign a contract. And because in order for me to mitigate risk, I have to know the dangers involved, and I have to know I have the capabilities to fulfill the needs that the client needs.
Right. Who were some of the people you bodyguarded for?
Iman Shumpert, will.i.am, Tayana Taylor, Evander Holyfield, Jaleel White, True Crime Reed, Dr. Leslie Dobson. Pretty extensive list of people, bro. You feel me? Some names I cannot say, but it's a long list. I sent you some links that you could check out to see my prominence of like people I've worked for.
Overly stood. Well, most recently in the news, I've seen you spoke on Jamie Foxx. Now, Jamie Foxx recently did an interview with TMZ. It wasn't really an interview. They kind of ran up on him. And they asked him if it was true that he was drugged at a Diddy party. And his response was very lackluster.
Vague.
Yeah, very vague. Like, he didn't deny it. He didn't approve it. He just went on about his business. What do you make of that response from Jamie?
He could have simply said no, but he didn't. That answers everything.
So what, like, you've been to Diddy parties. What do you think happened?
I wasn't at the party long. What people understand is you got a normal party where people come enjoy themselves, and then there's another layer to the people who want to partake in explicit, you feel me, lascivious activities. You see what I'm saying? So, like, after the first party ends, there's another party. And it's usually Zessomania for sure.
Zessomania?
Yes, sir. Royal Rumble of rainbow people, you feel me? Seen it. Oh no.
So after the party is when Zessomania starts. Like, what? Like, give me an example of what that looks like.
Men banging each other.
Openly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we've heard stories for years about celebrities doing this, but until now we really haven't, you know, seen that to be true.
Right.
Tell me some of the experiences that you've seen at one of these Royal Rumbles.
This is why I really stopped doing the whole the whole celebrity, rapper, or singer type stuff. You feel me? And just really focused on more in the private sector of people, corporate world, and even in the underworld. Because, you know, once I realized that, yeah, all of these guys, most of them is like closet homosexual men and stuff like that. I don't want to be involved in that. You feel me? Because I was raised by strong women, bro. I respect the ladies in my family, my mother, my Aunt Nina, my granny. I have a little sister, bro. You feel me? I always believed in protecting women and kids. You feel me? Standing on that type of business. And the lack of respect for women, especially black women, makes me sick to my stomach. You feel me? And it's caused me to have altercations with a lot of these people. So, you know, yeah, like, it's sick. It's wild. It's wild. And, you know, they trick people into partaking into this same activity with them for the thought that they'll have a big career, and they promise all of this stuff. You feel me? Like, this like the only industry where you see interns. You feel me? They working for free. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other business finna have you come work for free. People working for free for the thought of being a big star and all that type of stuff. And in exchange, yeah, you gonna get your cakes touched on bro grade. Facts.
And you've seen this?
Yeah.
So at the party with Jamie, like, what did you see?
Okay, so some details is getting, okay. Oh, that's my right hand man, Big Duga. I got a little clip going viral of what he's seeing at a party that gentleman was having. It wasn't him in particular, but you know, he went to the bathroom and we opened the door. You know, it was 5 guys in there. I think it was 5 of them, 5 dudes in there having a circle jerk party. And he was so outraged, he upped his weapon on everybody, made them get on the ground. He couldn't believe what he saw. So like, that type of stuff goes on, bro.
I ain't never heard of a circle jerk.
Yeah, we didn't either until we saw it.
Circle jerk.
Yes.
Like in a circle of people, like.
Yeah, 5 dudes. Yeah, all like masturbating each other. It's facts, bro. It's evil, bro. And you know, I've been going at it with like a lot of these people for a long time, you feel me? Like before all of these podcasters and all of this world existed, I had been speaking out about this, and people told me I was a hater. I'm like, what am I hating on? You feel me? Like, what am I hating? What am I to hate on? Like, but like I said, you'll be surprised, bro. Like, a lot of dudes are bisexual now. Especially in the black community, so.
Right.
But yeah, bro, like, I have seen situations where guys, they like singers and stuff like that. They get offered it. Some of them say no, some of them say yeah. And I've seen guys arguing, that's a lot of money. Like, man, I'm not finna, what? Some of them will do it, some of them won't. But this is going on all the time. Facts.
Right. So Dwight Howard.
What I'm gonna say about Dwight Howard is this.
Go ahead.
One of the alleged victims of him came in my inbox saying that Dwight had been threatening him and stuff like that. I personally seen him in Mexico with 2 Transformers. Like the person they call Kitty, I guess, the tall man lady with the beard. Yeah, that person exists. And you know, in Mexico, they don't got paparazzi like that.
Right.
So I was down there with some basketball player guys. They was doing some basketball stuff down there. And some of them didn't want to hang with Dwight because of the company he keep and the activity he get down with. So this common knowledge in the field I'm in, you feel me? So like, you know, it's not a secret. And when people ask him about it, he say what he do in his bedroom is his business. The screenshots from him to the guy, Mr. Harper, I asked him to see his meat, and he wanted all of that. That's real. You could pull this up. That's real.
Right.
So you know, like, yeah, Zest Monster for sure. My thing is, I call people Zest Monsters because you forcing this activity on other people. That's bogus. That's not wrong. That is wrong. That is wrong. And you feel me? Dude, a giant. That little dude, You gonna be scared of 7 foot tall, 2 7 foot tall center, hella freaky motherfuckers trying to get crazy with you. You gonna be scared. That's bogus. That ain't right, man. I don't like that type of stuff because, like, in my line of work, people who get victimized call me like, man, help me out with this shit. So, you know, then I gotta go confront these people. You feel me? And it get dangerous. I've been poisoned before, bro. I tested positive for cyanide 3 times. Had pneumonia 3 times. Why am I testing positive for the cyanide? That shit happened over a period of 6 years. You feel me? 3 times. It gets spooky, man. It gets spooky. Facts.
You're from Chicago. Have you ever had any dealings with R. Kelly?
Hell yeah, man. I grew up around this guy. He used to be
around R. Kelly?
My uncle, it was his personal pastor. Yeah, man. Like, my uncle tried to get him to hire me to be his security. We get to the LA Fitness where they hooping at. He's shooting from half court. Bricking. You feel me? Like, and his whole team, they all get the ball and pass it to him. You feel me? So he can shoot from half court. Nobody saying nothing. It was one dude, and they're like, hey, man, you ain't gonna pass the ball here. Don't worry about that. They kicked them off the court. You feel me? Had somebody else get in there. That man stripped naked in front of us in the locker room. You feel me? Everybody got their heat naked, free balling. I'm like, what the? I'm looking at my uncle like, man, what are we doing here? This man said he getting married to music. He got a 7 foot tall gold harp made. They put it in a mansion in Indianapolis. He had a ceremony and got married to that harp. And the little female who said she was getting held against her will and all of that, she was there at the LA Fitness.
Whoa.
Right, bro. These is documented facts. I was there. I seen it. Photo. That's what I'm saying, but like, I don't like these celebrity motherfuckers, man. I do not like a lot of them. I look down on them, really, most of them. And it's weird because, like, I'll be seeing people worship them. I'm like, man, this piece of garbage. And y'all, I'm like, cool, y'all get it.
So did people, like, know this about Kels?
Yes, bro. I went to Providence St. Mel Grammar School, bro. The girl on the original sex tape went to my school.
You're younger than Kels.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But the 14-year-old girl who he had the original sex tape with, who he peed on and all of that,
right.
She went to Providence St. Mel. She went to my school. People in Chicago, like, bro, some people would take their daughters to him for money. Facts. Facts.
No, but wouldn't those people be just as guilty?
Yes, that's why I've been on this crusade. Like, people will sell their soul, but for that money, people will sell their kids, bro. Ridiculous. Ooh. Seen it. Phone on.
Right. You know, they say, like, Aaliyah's parents was allowing it.
Yes, bro. Let me tell you this. She died in a plane crash, right?
Right.
Kobe died in a helicopter crash, right?
Right.
Last year, 4 crypto billionaires died in plane crashes, right?
Right.
Evgeny Prigozhin, the Russian guy who was the leader of the Wagner group, the Russian paramilitary group, he died in a plane crash.
Right.
The moment he challenged Putin, his plane got shot out the air. The easiest way to kill somebody in that sector, plane crash, or you get hit by a car. Eric Weinstein said, the moment that he challenged the fact that Google was manipulating certain things, he came under attack. His wife got hit by a car and the car just disappeared.
What's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Why would you happen to know any reason why somebody would want to go against Kobe?
The moment he went after the energy drink company, he died soon after. The moment Diddy went after the liquor company with Ciroc, he goes through all of this soon after. There's always somebody richer, man. You know, like the guys busting the dance moves is not the guys that's really balling. These big companies got 4 or 5 billionaires on the board of directors. All the rich dudes I know are dangerous people. If somebody's making $1 billion, somebody's going to $0. It's the way of the business world. It gets dangerous. The guy who owns raw papers don't even come out his house. He spent millions a year on security.
You talking about the raw papers that you roll and smoke with?
Yes, you corner the market, somebody gonna want you dead. Soon as Diddy went after that liquor company, people thought he owned Ciroc. He never owned it. The moment he went after them, all of this starts happening. When he sold Revolt TV, I knew it was finna go down. He knew it. He knew it was coming.
Right. Do you think he deserves it, though, from what you've seen?
Yeah. Because, you know, like, his son did some stuff with some females. You know, he liked to reach under people's dresses without their permission. You feel me? They came to me about him. Where would he learn this from?
When you say they, like victims?
Yeah. I'm supposed to interview a lady next week who is part of this indictment against him. It get dark, bro. And that's what people don't understand. Like, it get dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, soon as Bill Cosby wanted to buy, was the ABC or whatever, look what happened to him. Same shit, man.
A lot of people feel like, though, when it comes to Bill Cosby and even Diddy, you know what I mean? Like, it is an attack on black men. You know what I mean? It's an attack on black billionaires.
There's several other black billionaires, man. Several of them. Right. They not under attack.
There's this woman named Jaguar Wright.
Right.
She's been going viral on Real Life Street Stars. I want to salute to the big homies over there at Real Life Street Stars.
Shout out Real Life.
You know what I'm saying? Good people over there. One of my first interviews I did over there. Salute Real Life. But Jaguar Wright has been on a similar crusade to exposing the industry, and she actually hinted on Jay-Z and Beyonce, so much so to where it made it to this big white platform. You know, people would call it quote unquote credible. They deal a lot with politics, Iran, stuff like that. Jay-Z put out a cease and desist, and he immediately received an apology, so on and so forth. Not from Jaguar, but from the platform.
Right.
Have you ever seen any, what would you call, zest monster activity from the Carter family? No.
And I've been around. I'm trying to send you something right now when it comes to Jaguar Wright. How people reached out to me too. I never seen nothing when it comes to them. You feel me? Right. Yeah, I ain't never seen nothing when it comes to them. Never even heard about nothing when it comes to them either. You feel me? And then, like, you know, Jay don't play, bro. Like, he don't play about his name and his reputation. He ain't don't play about his wife. There's videos of him snatching people's phone out their hand trying to record his wife. You feel me? Salute Jay, bro. You feel me? Yeah, I don't got nothing bad to say about Hov for sure.
Yeah. What do you think about Jaguar and her claims?
I just feel like Jaguar Wright is still pissed off because, you know, she's a very talented artist, beautiful voice. You feel me? She got production credits from Al Green, man, doing music with him. You feel me? You know, I know for a fact that she was supposed to have several other hit records, but the fact that she wasn't willing to partake in some of these activities, they gave those songs to other people. And she feels jaded by that. She on her crusade, you feel me, doing what she do, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to say what she's lying or no type of stuff like that, but, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, but when they come to like Hov and Beyonce, you know what I'm saying, I salute them.
Right.
But Jaguar need to be careful though, because I know about this world, and the closer it get to this trial with Diddy, it's gonna get dangerous. So I hope people really know what they're doing, because I know what's happening, and I'm prepared. So I hope other people are.
That sounds scary. Like, that doesn't sound like, you know what I mean? That makes me nervous. You know what I mean? Just like,
some people call me the boogeyman, bro. For real.
They say that there are like hundreds of celebrities at these Diddy parties that have been recorded. You know what I mean? And in a sense, it would almost make them, you know, co-conspirators, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, complicit in the activities in which was going on. Like, I know there was like 100 bottles of baby oil found.
1,000.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Crazy.
But then it came out that the baby oils were laced with some date rape drug.
Yeah, they say liquid GHB. A small amount of GHB will have you incapacitated as if you're dead, but your heart rate is lowered to a very low level, and you're alive, but you can't speak or move, but you can still breathe. So, like, if that is true, that's a life sentence, bro. So 1,000 bottles, that's like 50 pounds of GHB, bro. That's a life sentence, bro. If that's true, he never coming home. And if he stays alive, which I don't know if he will, I don't know if he'll be able to survive it. That's why he's trying to change his jail, because he in the same jail Epstein got killed in. So the price of life is cheap, man.
Bars.
For sure, brother.
Bars.
Price of life is cheap.
Bars.
And you know, bro, it's people out here, bro, that's... I know a guy who got a boat he spent $200 million on, right? And it's like a 30-person staff on this boat, 6 months at a time. So basically, he bought these people. For 6 months out the year, these people live on a boat. How much? Yeah, that's money, bro. I took a helicopter with a guy to a boat before. The helicopter landed on the boat and we got off. They shooting basketball on the boat, on a basketball round. The boat got a maid quarters in it, just for the maids to live in.
Oh, this is a yacht. This isn't a boat.
It's a yacht, yeah.
Right. Different
levels of wealth, for sure, bro. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson go on boats for months go on yachts for months at a time with his whole family. For sure.
It gets scary. Sure. Like, if what you're saying is true.
Ain't no if, bro.
And I don't mean to challenge you, because I wasn't there. I can't speak on
I was, though.
What I wasn't there for.
Have you seen anybody come on the internet and challenge me one time?
I have not.
Everybody else on the internet, you see them getting challenged. No one is saying anything. That should speak volumes.
And you've only been at it 6 months.
First interview with Cam Capone at 1 million.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. You feel me? Shout out Cam Capone, my brother.
Do you ever worry like that what you're saying could come back?
I know what I signed up for.
Why do you do it?
I like it. I like it. That's what I like to do.
Overly stood. There was an alleged that he had people keep pink, right? They alleged that he would hire male. When you were at any of these parties, are you seeing this?
Yeah, bro. Like, soon as the guys who come in looking like vampires, you feel me? As soon as the white dudes come in with the spiky hair and look like the guys off Twilight, bro, somebody cakes getting touched, bro. You feel me? Like, yeah. Bro, the work industry is huge. Big business. And in that field, every man I knew who did for an extended period of time eventually was in the bed with another man. Point blank period. He been doing ecstasy 20 years. He finna get freaky with you, you feel me? And then like, the he was arrested with is a mixture of because prolonged usage will cause impotence, you feel me?
It can't get hard.
Right, so you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be flaccid, you feel me? But counteracts that. You feel me? So, yeah. And you under federal investigation, you feel me? You got this in your hotel when you get arrested?
Oh, he was caught with it.
We got caught with that.
But how does that turn into like sex trafficking and drug trafficking? Like, how does that, you know what I mean? Because from my perspective, right, I'm a rich man. I'm a wealthy man. I'm from the hood. Everybody do drugs, like tabs, ecstasy, pills. Like, that's not an abnormal thing. So for me to have access to a rich man's drug doesn't necessarily make me a bad person. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So how does that translate to trafficking?
Well, people get addicted to it because it feels good. They like it, right? The average person can't afford to have a cocaine habit or ecstasy habit combined for a long period of time without becoming unproductive. So people have said that they would see Diddy stay up for days at a time. That's how he's doing it. You feel me? And you know, sex work and ecstasy and cocaine usually go hand in hand. Right. You feel me? Especially in the nightlife and stuff like that, usually go hand in hand. Party culture, it go hand in hand, straight up.
Right. So the Abercrombie's ex-CEO was charged with a very similar crime as Diddy. And here's where I say that it seems like it's unfair for the black men because they have the same charge, right? Very similar charges. But yet, one is granted a $10 million bond and another is not allowed $50 million bond, right?
There's no... Here's the thing with this. The guy Reeves don't have no underage activity associated with his situation. He wasn't caught with no drugs. He's not... There's no alleged violence associated with his arrest. No illegal firearms are associated with his arrest. And if you look at history, bro, the expectations for the black man have always been a lot higher for other people than other races. You feel me? And I always tell people this. If you got this color skin, bro, you feel me? The expectations for you is going to be a lot different. And people screaming like this black man stuff. I was talking about Dan Schneider. I was talking about not just black people, you see what I'm saying? When it comes to this situation, you feel me? And playing the race card, because I watch people defend R. Kelly, who is a documented pedophile. Right. So guys looking over that to say, oh, it's because he's black. Coward activity. Point blank period. Coward activity. So like, I don't agree with that. Look at the case details. It's a lot different. And then if you're familiar with this world, you know, and if you, the FBI is at risk of getting disbanded. The same group of investigators who investigate human trafficking is the same people on the Diddy case, the Reeves case, all of these different cases. The mayor of New York just got indicted. Diddy just got indicted. The guy Reeves just got indicted. So a lot of things going on in the background, you feel me? And then we're getting close to an election. All of this is connected, you feel me? So if the FBI is at risk of getting disbanded, people want to protect their job, so they're gonna take things in the overdrive. You feel me? To stack up cases and stuff like that. You feel me? That's what's really going on, bro. You feel me? Like the human trafficking stuff is a lot bigger than people think, bro. There's 150,000 unaccounted for children in this country has come across the border illegally. Unaccounted for. You feel like there's a lot of things going on, bro. You feel me? 13,000 people with murder convictions have crossed the border illegally and living in America as undetained status. There are a lot of things going on in the country that people need to understand that it's all connected, for sure.
One is Busta Rhymes. With Busta Bus, it's like he's always been a overly flamboyant macho man, though. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always been a man amongst men. However, when you look at it, he's kind of on the Zest side. He hangs around Diddy. I even seen a situation with Coi Leray where it looks like he tried to protect her from Diddy, right? What's your thoughts on Busta Bus?
Have you ever seen him with a woman? Have you ever seen him with a woman?
Busta Bus?
Yes.
When I think about it, I don't think so.
There's several videos of him online disrespecting females and getting mad at them. He threw a drink on a lady because she touched his butt.
I mean, Kevin Gates kicked the woman because she touched his groin.
Well, that's one time. There's several videos of him flashing out on females for doing stuff that females do. Have you ever seen that man with a woman?
I've never seen him with a woman.
And there's guys on the YouTube saying that he tried to date them, so look it up.
And you think it's true?
Yeah. Bro, very few of these guys that I met, bro, was straight, man. So, very few that I met in the celebrity world was straight. So,
it's just interesting to me because these are our idols.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, even like Michael Jackson, right? You know, like, Arrested Soul. But we used to hear about this stuff with him, and it's like a lot of it came back to be proven that people were after the bag. You know what I mean? So it's like, where are we able to cut what you're saying and like the reality of it? Because it's like, I'm sure that, okay, if the stuff they're saying about Diddy is true, like somebody would have said something about like 13-year-old at the party. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the 13. You know what I mean? Like, you say, okay, 16, 17, you could see somebody sneaking in or trying to get away with it, but 13.
He paid Cassie $30 million. Innocence don't cost that much. He paid her $30 million. Innocence do not cost that much, bro.
And now he can't get a $50 million bond.
The man was on camera with a sucker in his mouth with some young females outside. They saw that, they brought him in. The agreement was, as long as this private jet was not in the same city as him, he could be on the street. As soon as that jet came to New York, he out there sucking on the sucker, talking to the young females out there. He got booked. He's documented on calls, calling witnesses to get them to change their story. And, you know, in every court of law in America, eyewitness testimony and circumstantial evidence is enough to get you a life sentence. Throughout history, human beings have documented from cave paintings to what they saw. If people want to question everything, That's on them. Why would a man pay a lady $30 million if she was making it all up?
So what's the end goal here? Like, what do we, as the consumers of, like, this industry? I was just interviewing brother Terrence Gangsta Williams.
Shout out my boy. Shout out Giggity.
Yeah, and I told him, like, that the industry that we're in is fueled off of death. You know what I mean? Like, when somebody dies, they get immortalized, and everybody goes up, especially the blogs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not opposed to saying that we benefit. You know what I mean? And if it's already fueled by death, then you got what you claim you've seen with your own two eyes. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. So the only way to prepare for the future is you study history. In ancient Rome, the Colosseum was what? People gathered around, they paid a fee to walk in and watch people kill each other. Throughout history, human beings have done what? Destroyed each other. Entertainment.
At its finest.
At its finest.
Yeah. It is, for the sake of those of us who, you know, still have some hope in some of our idols, are there any celebrities that you've seen at these parties or events that you know are stand up that you can vouch for?
Iman Shumpert, Teyana Taylor, will.i.am, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga?
Yeah. Now, these not people I've seen at no type of activity like this. But these are people I can vouch for sure. There are some people that's smooth. That's why you don't see their names in this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't speak on nobody that I did good business with and that's a good person. I only spoke on people that I had to challenge and I don't agree with their methods. Period.
Right. What do you think we have to look forward to with this Diddy situation? Do you think more names will be called? More people will be exposed?
Yeah, they got a hotline for if you were a victim of this man.
It's like hundreds of people coming out.
Yeah, he's not on the street no more.
It's not, I'm not saying that's not possible, but it's not likely that over 200 people,
if you got 1,000 people at a party, 200 people is what?
That's like 2 out of 10, 1 out of 5.
So if you got 1,000 people, 10% of them is 100. It's a small percentage. It's not that many. Facts.
My God. We got big homie CC, man.
Thank you for having me, bro. Shout out RealToon.
No, shout out you, man. And I appreciate the work you're doing. I'm sure that the fans do too. Because if this is true, and I gotta throw the if out there because it's weird. You know what I mean? It's weird on the level of, like, this can't be true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many prominent good people that associate with these people. Or at least that we think good people. You know what I mean? That the whole thing can't be correct.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, if you like to have sexual parties with other men, that's your preference.
Right.
But the moment that you are oppressing people, forcing it on other people, telling people, hey, come do this right here and you will get this job, you get this opportunity, that's when it's a problem.
Right.
That's the whole problem. There are other black billionaires, man, who not caught up in this.
Did you see anything with Bobby Valentino?
The man said to me that he got so much pussy before that pussy don't even excite him no more. A pimp told me before that if a man have too much of one thing, he'll start trying other things. Moderation is key. For sure.
And just like that, is there anything you want to let your fans know, that the people who watch you, the people who support you, the people who want to see you continue do what you do?
For sure, for sure. Subscribe to Big Homie Vlogs. Go check out my interview with Dr. Leslie Dobson on Intentionally Disturbing. We got some more things coming. Protect women and children. Keep fighting the good fight. Stay honorable. And keep demonstrating, man. Just stay locked in with me, man. Can't make this shit up. The TV show is coming out at the end of this month. And
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. That's on Look Who TV. It's going down. Shout out Green Planet CBD, my sponsors. And we getting to it. We getting to it.
Yeah, man, I hope you continue winning.
Thank you,
know
sir.
what I'm saying? Continue shining, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, peace and power.
Peace and power to you, God. Yes, sir.
Just on some Chicago type
Yes, sir.
time.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned the issue that Rick Ross had with the GDs. I remember this being like a big thing, but I don't remember much of it because it wasn't a big thing in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though the GDs aren't present in Texas.
For sure.
Why did Ross have an issue with the GDs?
So when he first did the song Blowing Money Fast, he said, I think I'm Big Meech, I think I'm Larry Hoover. He got booked in Chicago at a place called the Vibe nightclub on Kingsbury. I was head of security at that event, at that club, period. So when he came to perform, Larry Hoover Jr. and a lot of the other GDs had showed up there. So there's a photo of Larry Hoover Jr. and Rick Ross. I'm the one who took that picture. You feel me? Because Ross security at that time, his name was James Fears. So James Fears had traveled with Ross there. I connected with him when they got there. We had coordinated the event. And Larry Hoover Jr. came and talked to him about that, about using his father's name. And then he had a mixtape called The Black Bar Mitzvah. And he put his face on top of a 6-point star. And that offended a lot of the gangster disciples, which led to that situation. Some guys in Atlanta had got RICO'd. There's a guy named OGKK, he got RICO'd, and part of their crew was called the Hate Committee, Free the Hates. The Hate Committee ended up all getting arrested, and according to court documentation, Ross paid them $3 million to make the problem go away. This is court documented, you can look this up.
Right. And did the problem go away?
Yeah.
Right. Now, we mentioned earlier you actually did security for UMG, or
I did security for Rocky Fresh. I can send you a video of me being in the studio with Rick Ross while he was making the song Purple Lamborghini. Yeah, I'll send you that.
How was it being with MMG? Was there any, let's say, weird activity?
No, I was never signed to MMG. I never got paid from them. Rocky Fresh was the one who paid me, and I would move around with Rocky.
Right.
You feel me? Yeah, it was smooth. Like, it wasn't no strange activity going on. You feel me? But the thing is, though, what people don't know is that, you know, Diddy used to be Ross' manager for a little while. You feel me? So if you study the situation, you would see Ross calling Diddy the little homie. You feel me? Stuff like that. You feel me? And Ross had parted ways from Diddy, because I can't confirm this, but from sources, they told me he didn't really agree with how Diddy partied and things like that, so he separated himself from him. So whenever he refers to Diddy, he called him the little homie.
Right.
You feel me? He don't really respect or like dude like that.
Right. Well, Meek stayed with Diddy, right? He stayed partying, he stayed connected, he stayed in pictures. Diddy actually calls him daddy. You know what I mean? And so
that's that New York shit.
Saying that to say, did you ever notice anything off about Meek?
Nope. Only thing that I knew was, you know, that Meek didn't want to do music with Rocky because he felt like Rocky wasn't street. You feel me? That's facts though. You feel me? But other than that, no. Cause you know, bro, it's real guys behind Meek Mill, bro. Like the Bay family. Shout out Teefy. You feel me? Like the Bay family. You know what I'm saying? Like Garci. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the Ape Gang guys. Like them serious men, bro. Like them boys ain't no joke, bro. Like them ain't no guys to play with. Like they real serious. Like they don't be on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Cracking jokes and trying to be internet personalities, you feel me? Them boys was in Bentleys and stuff years ago, bro. You feel me? It's very serious guys behind Meek Mill, bro. You feel me? So that's something people need to understand. I just feel like Meek just crazy, bro. You feel me? Like he don't really be paying you can tell he's not a technical guy with like technology and shit like that. You feel me? Because you know, like he'll say stuff online and people will be critical of him, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, a lot of very serious men in the street respect Meek Mill, bro. And that's just facts.
Right. While bodyguard, you actually got shot.
Right, so there was a bounty on my head because of something that took place. Some guys had committed an act against a young lady. She was raped, etc., etc. Her mother came to me and the guys with a bag of money. You feel me? And you know, we stood on some business. Come to find out, one of them guys was a pretty prominent person in the streets. He had money and he put a bounty on me, and it led to a little war for a little while. We won.
Right. Now, you street guy, originally.
I got some ties to the street.
How'd you come from, so let's just run it back real quick, right?
All right.
So, you're from Chicago?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. How was it for you growing up in Chicago?
You know, Chicago has always been a hyper-violent place. You feel me? The emergence of the internet just put eyes on it. So a lot of things that have been going on, people know about now.
Right. So,
you know, I never just let the streets be my only identity. You feel me? You know, I went to college, I graduated, I was an athlete. You know, I always took my education seriously. And because I speak proper English and proper grammar and stuff like that, guys would think I was soft in the street. So, you know, I would have to be vicious on people. And I've done a lot of things in my life, you feel me? I was born into the street aspect of things, you feel me?
right.
It's not nothing that I really had a choice about. But, you know, in my security business, I have been able to employ a lot of the guys and like show them different ways to do things and legal aspects in the world to get money. You feel me? And it's just a crazy way to operate, you know. And that's why I've been keeping receipts for a lot of things. So like now I'm able to show people, and like when I came out with my story, a lot of people who knew me in industry was like, wait a second, you on the internet? Hold on. And they started giving me opportunities and things. So like, that's one reason why you haven't seen anybody come out and challenge anything I've said.
That's one thing that I haven't seen.
No, they're not going to.
Right. So tell us some more wild things you've seen at a party with rappers and celebrities.
You know, like rich dudes will offer other guys money for fellatio, and some of them will do it. So that's why I start branching off from that world. Like, I'm not into that. Like, I don't want to be associated with it. You know, somebody will lose their life playing with me and the guys like that. And you know, that's why a lot of times I would be outside in the car, while they inside these parties. Cause like, if it get dangerous, let me know. I'm gonna come in and demonstrate. But like, other than that, I'm not trying to party with y'all. You feel me? And I never really looked up to no celebrities. Like, I like being with my homies. My homies are celebrities to me. Like, I never really looked up to none of them like that. You feel me? Like, cause growing up, like in the street, like all of the gangster guys I knew always said that community is for rainbow people. They always looked at it like that.
Right.
And they was correct. They was correct.
Right. You've actually worked with Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, for sure.
How was that?
That was just a couple night thing. You feel me? He was in town in Chicago. Somebody called me. They say, yeah, the champ need a guy with him for a couple nights. And I was with the champ. I was with Evander. I sent you that.
Right.
You feel me? That was cool. It was real cool. Like, his fist huge. I'm like, man, this dude, you could tell, bro, like, even at his age, he'll kick your ass, bro. You feel me? Like, he was cool, though. He was smooth, like, humble, laid-back guy. Don't hang out too long. He come mingle, and he go, you know, I ain't gonna say too much, you feel me? But
right.
Smooth guy. Shout out Evander.
You've worked with Lil B, the bass guy.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Yeah, I moved around with him for a nice little minute.
Yeah.
Shout out Lil B. Now that's one person I seen like real famous, bro. Like cult fan base. Like
yeah.
Like when they knew he was coming, or when they see him out, they worship the ground that man walk on, bro. And he was humble too. Like, and he gave me a lot of game though. Like he was a smooth guy. Shout out my boy Lil B.
Right. Have you ever done any work with MMG?
Yeah. So, you know, I was Rocky Fresh bodyguard when he was signed to Rose. You feel me? You know, was outside with him for a nice little minute. You feel me? Like when they was having problems, like with the GDs and stuff like that. You know, me and Dugar, we had to be front line and like make sure things was smooth. You know, shout out Rocky. Always made sure I was good. Red carpet treatment at all times, bro. Shout out my boy Rocky Fresh. I miss my boy. Shout out Rocky.
Lil Dirk was recently picked up for an alleged murder for hire situation where he allegedly helped to fund the murder of Quando Rondo's friend Lil Pop.
Right.
Right. So they were in LA and Lil Pop is shot, killed. Quando Rondo, he yells, "No, what happened?" You know what I'm saying? And he's kind of distraught about the situation. Well, Lil Dirk is picked up, and the streets are in a frenzy, right? Because Lil Dirk just brought the city of Chicago together. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but J Mane, DJU, a lot of the Chicago influencers, and if you know anything about J Mane, he comes from the dissing culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I interviewed him at a time when he was trolling, having OTF on his forehead, trying to get attention to the Stop the Violence, Pushing the Peace movement.
Right.
Back when he was pushing peace with his peace.
Right.
And so days later, after Lil Dirk makes his grand attempt to bring the city together, he's picked up.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that murder for hire situation?
My thoughts is this. Oftentimes, like when the feds get on to you, they send you a target letter and they let you know you're being investigated and that the prosecutor can indict you at any moment. People don't know this, but that's a fact. And if there's a threat against your life and they know about it, by law, the FBI have to come and inform you that there's a threat against your life. You feel me? That's happened to me before. So, it's an unfortunate situation, but, you know, me being in the line of work that I'm in, celebrities always go through a process to get out in front of a situation. So when I seen him converting to Muslim Islam, I seen him denouncing all street ties, and I seen him getting keys to the city, making donations. When I seen him getting his criminal background wiped and stuff like that. In my mind, I'm like, oh, something's happening behind the scenes, and he's trying to clean up stuff the best way he can. And, you know, after seeing these events, I'm not surprised though. It's really like not much loyalty in the streets. You feel me? You know, they always tell you be a real nigga, keep it real, do this. He did all of that, and people still snaked him. You know, you could tell people yes 1,000 times. The moment you tell them no, it's every man for themselves now. And that's exactly what happened. So, you know, with the guy OTF Jam, you know, in Chicago, they have something called armed habitual criminal. You feel me? So if you get caught with a gun too many times, then you get hit with armed habitual criminal. You feel me? Like everybody who I know got that, you know, I got mandatory 14 years. You feel me? So Jam had just did 12. He came home. He get caught with a gun again. Apparently, people didn't slide when his baby mama got killed. Guys get mad about that. He called Dirk for a lawyer. He said Dirk stopped answering his calls. But if you Dirk and you want paperwork paying for this guy's lawyer, then you feel me? That's how RICOs happen. So, you know, I feel like he took the proper measures to prevent this. Guys didn't follow the instructions. Look at the YSL case. The rental car allegedly that was used to do the murder on the guy Big Nut was associated with the YSL label. The OTF credit card was used to book flights and rental cars for this alleged situation. Same shit, same thing. Same exact thing. I'm not surprised though. Like, in Chicago, bro, it's murder over money. That's why our city is the way it is. In Chicago, if you blow the horn at somebody in traffic, you better be prepared to shoot it out. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
They say the guy Jam had been wearing the wire for over 3 years.
For sure. They pay you to do that. You get paid. You feel me? And bro, like, the streets is a myth. There is no such thing as street code. All of that is a scam. It is a scam. Like, they tricked us. Once I realized we had got tricked, I immediately started doing things to be able to change the course of action and the course of how me and the guys move around. And it worked, bro. And I'm forever thankful that I had the mental capacity to be able, and my homies trusted me, because if we would have stayed on a certain path, we already knew that either we was gonna die in action or go behind the wall for life. We already knew this. And we was cool with it because we knew what came with it. We knew what we signed up for. But we knew if we did proper preparation and accurate situational awareness, and we didn't make emotional decisions, and we made sure things was coordinated, we would be able to last a long time. You feel me? You know, we never harmed nobody who did not deserve it, bro. You feel me? Like, you know, I'm tired of being violent. You feel me? I don't want to live on that path no more. So like, I knew when it was time for me to stop and make a conversion in my life, I did it. You feel me? It's unfortunate for Dirk, bro. Like, it's unfortunate for all parties involved, because you look at the history of the city. Like, once everybody killed their ops and people went to jail, everybody started infighting with each other. Everybody started beefing with each other, bro. You feel me? If you got this color skin, like as a black man, like, your people are your own worst enemy. Like, if you look at any video of me and you look into the comments, the only people saying negative stuff about me are other black men. You feel me? So it's just like, bro, all the real gangsters I know to this, and right now, be by themselves every day. Facts. I never had kids. I only had one relationship in my life because this shit too dangerous, bro. Like, I know a couple of the guys, girlfriends, baby mamas have been shot and killed being with us. We would have a rule, like, bro, no females in the car, no females at the spot. We would say, sweetheart, this is no place for a lady. You need to leave. We can't guarantee you're going to be safe. We know what we signed up for. We prepared to die right now. We don't want you to die. So yeah, bro, it's a dark lifestyle. It's the loneliest lifestyle in the world, bro. That's why you will see guys, we get sad if we ain't around each other sometimes, because all we really know. You feel me? And like, it's addictive. Like that rush, like feeling that camaraderie, knowing if we make a mistake, we lose one of our brothers. You feel me? Like, but some guys are warriors, some guys are not. You feel me? That's just how I go, bro. Shout out RealToonTV. Your questions game on point.
The news about Lil Pop first surfaced to me while watching No Jumper. An employee of No Jumper by the name of Brick Baby, who I've also had the honor and privilege of having on the couch.
Right.
You know, shout out Brick Baby. You know, the cornerstone, the brick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out Brick Baby.
Well, Brick Baby, in my opinion, broke the news about Lil Dirk sliding for Vaughn. Yeah. Basically, what happened was people were trolling Dirk, saying that he needs to slide for Vaughn. We tired of seeing him talk all this lying talk and about what his ops ain't doing. You steady dissing your ops and you ain't did nothing about your ops. Well, Brick Baby came out and said, you can't say that no more because what about Lil Pop? And then after he said that, we moved on to the conversation. Now, when we moved on from that conversation, like we don't hear no more of that slide for Vaughn. Years later, or months later, Dirk is now picked up. A lot of people are saying that Brick Baby, unbeknownst to him, tipped off the feds and is now a part of this investigation. Some people are saying he's going to get picked up. I'm not wishing that upon him. But with situations like this, you've been, you know what I'm saying, in federal situations. What do you make of that?
Well, first and foremost, I wouldn't have did any of that. I wouldn't have said anything about it. I also would not let, like, my thing is, like, people on the internet say whatever they want because that's the only chance they gonna get to say these things. They'll never say this in person. People see me all the time. No one has played with me in person. I would never ever like let some guys on the computer tell me to slide for anybody. Like, I wouldn't even care about that because they're not gonna. They never did nothing ever. They not involved in nothing. You feel me? They don't have no type of activity going on. Like, you know, they never been down to that white room, bro. When the detectives come in and say, "Look, we already know everything. We just want to get your side of it. You know, this is your opportunity to help yourself." What? Lawyer. Sorry. Nothing to talk about. For people to stay active and lit on the internet, they put negativity into the ether. That's what people want to hear about, negativity. You know what I'm saying? That's what they like. That's what they want to see. That's what they want to be involved in. In order to keep the algorithm going and keep their name popping, they put themselves in these situations, for sure. Right. All the time.
You think that was police of Brick Baby to do?
The thing with Brick Baby is, bro, I know real gangsters, bro. They speak highly of that man, bro. All across the country, they speak highly of that man. Like, a lot of them be upset that certain things he do and say on the internet. They be like, what the fuck? Why is he saying that, bro? He the real deal. Stuff like that. You feel me? So, like, it can be confusing at times, but, you know, but once guys see that internet money come in, they gonna start doing things to keep it rolling, bro. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Do you think that Brick Baby will eventually be picked up for questioning?
Honestly, bro, I do not know. I don't wish that type of activity on nobody. Going behind the wall is not nothing I suggest for anybody to do. It's best to find you a woman, get you a gig, have a trade, stay free. You know, I hope it don't happen to him. You feel me? but he attached himself to it. It is what it is.
By making a comment.
He attached himself to it.
Hey, RealToon, there's some real money in the room.